Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing Beyond the Gates season 1, episode 91, and this was actually a really good episode. It's I don't know what's going on with Beyond the Gates, but it's been on fire lately. I feel like definitely next year, because I heard that they couldn't be nominated for Emmys this year because the show just came out or whatever. But next year, this show better be getting all the Emmys in the world because they deserve it, and if not, we gonna boycott. So there's that. But let's just get right into the episode. The episode starts off with Anita returning back from her, Chicago stay because it didn't work out with her articulation. She comes back looking for Vernon, but Vernon is nowhere to be found because, as we know, he's at the press conference. So down at the press conference, he's still talking with Bill, Martin, and he's still talking with Bill and Martin and about what's going on. And then basically, Bill's basically trying to inform Martin that everything's good. Vernon's basically telling Bill to, back off or whatever. And basically, they're just trying to, basically assure Martin that everything is good, everything is going great. So then, Vanessa's being nosy. She wants to know what's going on. Joey tries to stop her, and basically, when Marcel comes in, she's being nosy, asking more questions. Marcel leaves, and Joey and Vanessa talk, and she's still basically trying to be nosy. So then, back at the crib, Samantha and Tyrell, they're talking, and basically, they're talking with Smitty, and Smitty sends him upstairs because he gets the call. And I guess someone calls him and tells him that Martin had a press conference that was canceled. So now he's even more confused and has even more questions. The people at the press conference are asking questions. Everyone's just confused. Why did he call for a press conference just to cancel it? So then Martin finally comes home and he finally decides to fess up to Smitty. He explains to Smitty what happened. We get flashbacks of what happened that night. Basically, um, Martin and Vernon, they were coming home from I guess a political rally or whatever, and they took the wrong turn on a dark country road. Martin's tire got flat, and these two racist country boys stop, get out the car, and they basically, start harassing Vernon and Martin, and basically they start attacking Vernon. So then Martin snaps and gets a polo stick and starts beating them. He beats one of them to death, and he beats the other unconscious. And basically, he starts freaking out, and then that's when they call Marcel to, solve the problems. And we know everything that happened after. So the one that was unconscious was Kenny, and I guess the other boy who passed away was Kenny's brother. So then, he tearfully breaks out on Smitty, and Smitty's basically like, I understand why you didn't tell me, but you should have told me now when this all came back and this and that and third. So we're gonna get back to them. But then Bill, he ends up having a drink at the country club after what happened today, and Danny sees him there, and she starts talking with him, and she basically saying that, oh, you blaming me for Haley's cramps or whatever, but it's really her fault because if she really cared about that baby, she wouldn't be coming over my house and stressing herself out and this and that and third. Then Bill says he's stressed out because of Vernon and, Vernon being on his tail. She basically's like, Vernon's doing that because he sees something in you and this and that and third. And, they're basically just talking and talking. So then Vernon basically finally comes home and sees Anita, and him and Anita are talking. And Anita basically asks him what's been going on since he's been gone. So then, and Vernon's basically like, oh, he basically explains what happened. He said what happened 2 years ago has came back to bite us, and Martin is drowning and he's suffering bad. And Anita looks concerned. So then we get back to Martin and Smitty, and basically Smitty tries to kick Martin out, saying that as long as that Buzzboy is still around, they're still in danger, and that's what Martin tells him, that Kenneth is dead, and that's how the episode ended. So that was a really good episode, and that's how it ended, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 92.